welcome back to the channel. So do that staring at me. My name is Aisha. You can call me Nana, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming around. Please do also hit on the subscribe button, like this video, share with your friends, and do all of the good stuff you can to the channel. See those children, they've been troublesome. And if you're a new subscriber, please do also hit on the subscribe button. So today's video, I'm taking you guys to the largest poultry factory in Nigeria. I'm getting stirred at, but I don't care, I don't mind, because I have to start learning how to do street vlog. Sure, you see these people. Okay, so I am actually going there currently, but I'll be going to my friend's place, and I should have done this intro at home, but I could not because there was this serious noise at home. There was like this serious noise that could not let me do it at home, and now I'm doing it on the road. I'm getting stared at. Hopefully I'm going to take you guys around the place and do some brief history. So I hope you enjoy watching. And then there's this Ofi place beside it. If I'm able to vlog also there, I'll take you guys through. Oh guys, I came to say hello to Salima. I came to have breakfast here before I'll be going there. So I know I asked you to show because you said that I should delete it, and I'm not going to delete it.
Well, I've always heard of the popular Dada Pottery and its area, Okelili. Today, I stepped out to learn more about this massive poultry factory. Ilorin is said to be the home of poultry in Nigeria. Well, you can argue that. I don't know. Located in the Ilorin East Local Government of Kwara State, right in the Okelili axis, is the popular Dada Pottery, which some say is the largest poultry factory in the country. Dada Pottery produces both the red and black poultry wort and is decorated in water coolers called amo, open mouth bowls called akbe, soap bowls called isasun, traditional poultry monosafe called kolo. And during my interview with one of those women, she explained how it could be used to make yam flour amala without any challenges, and how water can be drank using this clay bowl. She cited basket-looking clay as one used by traditional worshippers to hang in their houses, and even the olden days lantern to produce lights in homes. Dominated by women, both old, young, educated and non-educated. When I interviewed the Dada women, I was made to understand that they were born into these, and they took over from their parents when they became of age. And they also said that the young boys would only play with it, but nah, it was a female job. They stopped coming when they came of age to learn other skills. They said they don't have holidays, they mold every day, giving exemptions to festive seasons when they take up to months resting before they return fully to their business. Talking about challenges, the raining season is not a really good time for their business, they said, as it can take weeks and even months for this clay to get dried up, but barely 3 days during the dry season, and which slows down their work. And they also complain about the health issues during the raining season because their job is most putting their hands in water and also putting it in sand. I asked if there was a time that their sales usually drop, and they explained that they always made sales, saying that their work goes to every part of the country, from Osun to Lagos and to the northern parts. And they have regular customers who just come, call, and then they give them the goods. The other women told me it's not a talent something, but you must learn it for you to know it. And that they have students and individuals who come around showing interest to learn, but all at a fee. Let me mention here that they will charge you an amount if you intend to visit, or they won't just take you around for free. You're going to give them some stipends, like some, Nigeria now. Dada Pottery isn't in a really good location, but an old Yoruba adage would say, "Inu ikoko dudu, ni ekon funfun ti jade." I mentioned earlier in the video that I was going to be visiting the Ofi place. Well, I did, and this is it. Ofi, a popular Yoruba traditional attire, is made through weaving with the use of some special threads different from the usual one we use in sewing. I was granted an interview by this man, and they explained the process of the job and everything it entailed. Mr. A explained to me that when weaving, it goes in straight form, and when it is done, it is taken to the fashion designer who finish it up and cut it into a desired style or shape. And then he said for the cap, that's for men. You don't need to like go through a lot of process before you can get the cap shape. Aso-ofi isn't worn every day and is used mainly on occasions like weddings, burials, and the likes. It is appreciated because it depicts the Yoruba culture itself. The weaver has to roll the thread into an empty container using a manual machine, which I'll be showing you guys later in the video. Every of their job is handmade, and when I asked if there were machines who could do this same job and even faster, he told me that yeah, he has heard of it but he has never seen it, and that Oyibo would always improvise now and make theirs. He told me he has been doing this for 5 years now, especially as there's no job in the country and that he has family to feed. He mentioned that this is not a gender-based job and that they have women who do this and do it excellently well. And also, within 1 to 3 months, if you're interested, he said you should have known the basics of it. He mentioned that if they could get funds from the government or maybe individuals, that this Ofi business is one good business one can invest in. His partner, Mr. B, said, sales drop around January to February, but around November to December, there is a spike in sales due to lots of ceremony around and also the festive season. For him, you can only weave, but there are some others who learn both weaving and how the threads used in weaving is also being processed. The guy that was doing that did not want to grant me an interview, but then they persuaded him to, and then he did. So this is taking a lot of process. It takes a lot of process for you to do this, and when I asked him how many days it takes for him to do it, he said just hours, and that he's done. Okay, ikbelekon, as it is called, they said it's going to be enough for me to make a dress. And then when I asked that how do they understand how ikbele goes and all, he said the one is weaving is using the 36 measurements as he called it, and then by the time I use taper to measure it, I'll be getting 236 from it. That's 36 in 2 places, and that is what is called ikbelekon, one ikbele. And then he said it's going to be enough to sew a dress for me. So I think that is like maybe let's say around 4, 5, 6 yards if I'm correct. So I showed you guys the process of putting the thread into the machine, into the weaving machine, and then how you roll in the thread. It takes, so the young boy who showed me used 5 different threads. This is when he was putting it, inserting it, and how you're going to be able to sew, because when the thread finish you have to refix another thread and then you just continue from where you stopped, just like when you are sewing your normal dress. So he told me that okay, this is how they do their thread, this is how they roll it into this thing, and then a young boy came and showed me how to do it, and I was very impressed because I feel like for him to have learned it at this very young age, by the time he gets to their age, he's going to be doing very, very good. And this is the machine he used in rolling this thread into what it is now used to sew. This is the young boy showing me the process. He was very shy and it's good he saw himself on the camera, so I think that was the joy he had there. So the process of putting in the thread is used by a manual machine, and then you roll it, and then the guy used, this young boy used 5 different threads. So they said it depends on how thick you want your material to be. You could use more than that, you could use less than that, and then you roll it, and then that is when you can now start using it to sew. But prior to that, you can't just sew it using the normal thread the way it is without being processed. And then when I went to the other guy who was doing all of the thread processing, that one is where it is in raw form, and it takes a lot. You have to like, sometimes it could cut, and then you have to refix it, and then the whole process you go again, repeat and all, and then that's the final form. So it takes different process. This is it when it is still in the raw form before it is finally processed, and when it is finally processed, it takes it to those who would now finish up the process, and then they can start using it to sew. Oh, this is a lot. I'm teaching you guys machine at home. I think you can just start doing something with it, you know. So guys, this is where we come to the end of the video. I really do hope that someone found this enlightening, interesting, and then eye-opening, whatever you're going to call it. When I did this video, It was taxing for me, but I enjoyed doing it because I was able to also learn new things. This is located in Ilorin East Local Government, like I said earlier. The Sobi Hills is not far from this place. So if you come to Ilorin, this is like a location that you can visit and then you have fun. So guys, bye bye to Dada community. Bye bye to Okelele. See my next video. You guys should stay safe. Bye. Thanks for watching.